Have no fear, the Digipreneur is here. Keron Rose joins me, and we are going to treat with a very important talking point today. Keron, what's up, what's up, my brother, my partner? What's the action? What's the action, bro?
Things good, man. Things good. I can't complain. As best as I can be with, in these times that we are in.
Yeah, what's the latest out there in Thailand? Any major happenings? Any major festivities?
The last major festivity was Songkran that happened a couple of weeks ago. So that was like the Thai New Year, and it's the largest water fight in the entire world. So it's like, think of like Carnival. It's a week of just pure water fight madness, and in that week, over 4.5 million people flew in for Songkran. It was insanity.
Wow, interesting. I guess you're getting that whole cultural experience out there, so really happy for you, bro. Well done. Let me ask you, today's talking point, interesting, and I guess this comes off the heels of Ice Show Speed's stream and his success and the kind of numbers and the momentum he's been able to generate and is still generating. But we're asking the question, is blogging, because what he's doing is not so much, that's more streaming.
That's streaming, yeah.
That's streaming, that's a kind of different genre. Is blogging still relevant in 2026? And for those looking on who might not understand what blogging is, can you let's just start firstly by explaining what a blog is.
Well, to blog, you need a keyboard, right? So this is not grab your camera and start to record videos. Your blog is your actual written word. Now, when you think about where we are in these times, when everybody thinks about getting exposure or building their visibility or their brand, the first thing everybody thinks of is social media and video content. But what people are not realizing, and this is why the conversation has to happen, is that blogs are the most important type of content that you can create, and it's actually 10 times more important in 2026 than ever before. And I always tell people, blogs will never die. They are like cockroaches in the apocalypse. You will never kill them. And the reason being is because every tool, whether it is Google, whether it is ChatGPT, Gemini, all of these tools, they don't create the information. They pull information from the internet, right? And the reason they're able to do that is because they're able to understand text. They're able to pull from text. So when you Google something or when you go into ChatGPT and you ask a question, it's pulling from text, it's collating that data, synthesizing it, and giving it to you. And right now, we don't have the technology that allows the LLMs or the search engines to, consume a video and understand exactly what it is. And even when a video gets summarized, it is still because you've uploaded captions, you've uploaded your YouTube descriptions, and these are the things that are getting summarized. So what I would have done is I sent Jason a prompt to put into Google Gemini, and the prompt is, Jason, you can read it out and then press enter, and I want you to tell me what the results are. But tell us the question first.
All right, so Keron would have sent me here. I want you to tell me now, so this is what I'm asking Gemini. I want you to tell me if I can monetize my YouTube channel. I live in Trinidad and Tobago, and I am not sure if this is possible. Please cite your sources. So let me copy. All right. Put that down in Gemini, is it?
Yeah, drop it in Gemini. So what Gemini is going to do, it's going to accept the prompt. It is then going to search the internet to find the information. So that way, Jason doesn't have to be the one to put it into Google and then read through all of the articles that pop up. Gemini is going to collate the data, synthesize it, and give him the response. So I think you would have gotten it by now.
Yeah, for sure. It says, yes, you can absolutely monetize your YouTube channel while living in Trinidad and Tobago. There has historically been some confusion because the Caribbean was previously omitted from certain direct lists. Now, it is now widely confirmed that creators in TNT can apply for YouTube Partner Program and receive payments through Google AdSense. And yeah, they're giving all the details here.
Right. So look at the sources. Where is the information coming from? Scroll to the bottom.
Let me scroll to the bottom here. Well, Google, I'm seeing Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, KeronRose.com. Hold on. What you didn't pull up here? Dav here, man. Look here.
Yeah. So even when you see the Trinidad Guardian, that's still the article I wrote for the Guardian.
Yeah, so that's your words literally because it's there.
Yeah.
They pull from the info, and now that's the global answer. It's part of okay. Wow.
Yes. There you go. A live example of exactly how that works. So because I write for the TNT Guardian, you can go and read it every single Thursday, shameless plug, right? When I publish on Guardian, when I publish on my website, because that is text-based content, Google understands text. It parses all through the data online. It understands text. It can give you the results. And then before, you would have had to click on the link to get the information. But now there is so much more sources. So the LLMs like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Claude, all of them, they do all the searching for you and they synthesize the information. So the sources come from what you are publishing online, but in text.
So even though, so it pulled the text, well, how does Google or even Gemini verify that what you're saying is actually accurate? Because anybody could write a text and put it up there online, and how am I to know that what was said here in the vlog, or the blog, is spot on accurate? Who's vetting this?
This is AI at work, right? So AI is doing all the heavy lifting for you and cross-referencing the data. So I have plugged the information in. It is cross-referenced it with, because remember, when you look at the sources, it's not just me. Right? It's not just me as a source. So it's pulling from multiple sources, collating the data, verifying it, making sure it checks out, and then giving it to you. Now, we know that AI can make mistakes, but the thing is even when it makes a mistake, you can see it, you could ask a question, it could re-verify the information. But the point of the matter is how the tools work today is they understand text. So if you are in business or building a brand, you should not just be building a brand on social media and putting out video content. You should be learning, where does the AI tools pull from their data from? So I'll give you a couple of examples of where AI gets its information from. As of February 2026, the top source it pulls from is Reddit, then LinkedIn, Wikipedia, YouTube, Medium.com, which is a blogging platform, Facebook, Google, Forbes, and there's a couple of other sites. But all of the platforms it's pulling from text-based information and collating that data. So blogging is the most important type of content you have to do, because anytime someone wants information today, we're headed right to the LLMs.
So the relevance of blogging, even though lots of content on the way we consume, it's fast-paced, videos, the clicks, the blogging, the ability to write, to put the information out, that is something you believe will sustain itself for many, many years to come.
Well, it's not even what I believe, it's how the technology works. So what I just said was, the LLMs, how the LLMs work is they're pulling from a variety of different sources, right? But it's text-based sources it is pulling from. So even when it's analyzing a YouTube video, it's not analyzing the actual video content, it's analyzing what you would have put in the description, and also the platforms are able to transcribe the video so it gets the text, and that is what the search engines and the AI systems are pulling from, that transcribed video text, and that is how it's able to get the context. And if you ask a question, it can give you a YouTube video as a response, or it can give you the same information that you would have just seen. So the text has to happen, but we don't have enough people who are blogging. Everybody right now is doing video, but the behaviors of consumers and how we get information, everything now, or the main behavior now is we go to the LLMs, we ask the question because we can ask follow-up questions, but the LLMs are not creating the information. So you have to put your own original ideas out there, your own original thoughts, and that is how you're going to be able to become a part of the fabric and be suggested by the LLMs.
How do folks monetize their blogs, Keron Rose?
So the number one way to get monetized is it's indirectly. If you are in business, right? If you are in business, you're not even really necessarily thinking about monetization first. If you're in business, you're thinking about selling your products and services. So here's what happens. If somebody wants to buy tires right now, right? I'm gonna make this as practical as possible. If somebody wants to buy tires, we don't know, or if you're not a car person and you have to buy tires, you don't know if you're buying winter tires or all season tires. You don't know what type of tires to buy for your car. So you're going to jump on ChatGPT or Google or Gemini or whatever tool, and you're going to ask, hey, I have a 2005 Honda Accord, my tires are smooth. What type of tires should I put? And it's going to ask you follow-up questions, but ultimately it's going to pull information from the internet and give you the recommendations. If a local mechanic or tire shop is the one that's blogging and providing the information, then they are going to show up in the citation. So when somebody sees that they are the ones being cited, they say, oh, okay, this brand clearly knows what they're about. And that's where the trust gets built. And the next follow-up question is, hey, where are they located? Gemini or any one of the LLMs are going to give you a clickable link to either get their phone number or click on a map to then go directly to that business. So as a business owner, that's the most important thing you are looking for, because since everybody is going to the LLMs to make decisions, you want to be a part of the decision-making process. And that's the main form of monetization, selling your services and your products.
I'll let you have the final say as always, Keron Rose, especially with this very important talking point. And I guess you have answered the question. Blogging is relevant in 2026 and beyond.
Everything in 2026 has completely changed. How we market our brand and business has fundamentally changed from 2025 to 2026. Many of us need to retool. We need to upskill. This is what's going to allow us to tap into not just the local opportunities, but if you want to live in Trinidad and start working for companies abroad, these are the types of skills that are relevant today that businesses around the world are looking for. We want opportunities, we want employment. We know things are tough in Trinidad and Tobago. There is no shortage of jobs globally, but we have to get these right skills so that we can start to apply for these jobs remotely. That's my closing remark.
Hey, Keron, all the best, man. Have a safe one, and Godspeed. We'll touch base again next week, Tuesday.
Take care, we'll talk.
That's right, Keron Rose, our Digipreneur, living his digital nomad life out there in Thailand and, making his mark and staying connected with all of us here at home. Thanks as always, Keron. Up next, conversations on cancer. That's right, ovarian cancer. Very important talking point with Dr. Sandra Boxell, gynecologist. She's up next.